Sixers fans, we are 2-0 in this series. I'm so excited. Tonight is round 1, game 3 against the Raptors in Toronto. 8 p.m. tip-off. I'm super excited. I was actually going to do a video yesterday just to recap my experience at the arena on Monday night, but I had no voice left. I'm just now getting my voice back today, which is crazy. But I went into the game, I just wanted to know what adjustments Nick Nurse was going to make. And, very early on, you could see that, the players, the Toronto players came out, they were hot. I think they went on like an 11-0 run. They were playing more physical. Embiid ended up getting a technical foul. And you could kind of sense in the arena, like, people were just like, oh, we're not off to a good start. I'm so nervous. But let me tell you, I never doubted this team for a minute because, as I've been saying from the very beginning, we have the 2 best players on this team, with Joel Embiid being our MVP and James Harden. I knew that we are the better team and there was no way we were going to lose, the game Monday night. So what's interesting is I felt like Nick Nurse in game 1 was so focused on stopping Embiid and Harden that Maxey goes off for 38 points. So in game 2, I felt like he was focused on slowing Maxey down because nobody can fully stop Maxey. Let's be clear about that. But trying to slow Maxey down, and what ends up happening is Embiid gets 19 points in the first quarter. Now think about that. Embiid gets 19 points in the entire game 1, but you try to slow down Maxey and bam, Embiid gets that same 19 in the first quarter. So they can't stop us. And I feel like Nick Nurse is just trying to plug holes, because if you try to slow down or stop over here, bam, we have other weapons on this side. I felt like Tobias Harris played a solid game. He's stepping up. I can see his confidence growing. And, that's awesome because we are going to need Tobias Harris in this series. And Danny Green, I'll get to him in a minute. But I just felt like, again, just team effort. I felt like Doc has this team ready and prepared, not just for, this game, but I just feel like for this series, the guys seem locked in and focused, and it's a really good thing to see. I think his rotations are good, and Doc's adjustments. I think he's doing a really good job coaching. So yeah, what else was I going to say? So when Tyrese Maxey goes down, this is one of the highlights for me, one of the 2. When Tyrese Maxey goes down, and he was down for a very long time, and he was actually at the basket. I'm in section 120, so I'm at the basket where he went down, and you could see the players standing around him, and he was down. So I was a little nervous, oh my God, we can't afford to lose Maxey right now. So, and I'm just oh, I hope he's okay. And I remember he had a bad fall another time. And, I'm just thinking, oh, I hope he's okay. So he gets up out of the timeout. He comes down, he drives to the rim, bam, makes, the 2-point basket. Next possession, comes down, shoots a 3. And I'm like, oh my God, this kid is amazing. I love Tyrese Maxey. We are lucky to have this kid on our team because he's so quick and he's so fast, and nobody can stop Tyrese Maxey. Then the other highlight from game 2. Can we talk about Danny Green and that dunk? And again, this was at the basket where I sit. So coming down, I think he's just going to lay up the ball. I didn't know Danny Green still had it in him. And when he made that dunk, it just reminded me that anything is possible. But it also tells me that this team is locked in, and they are going to do everything, and they are going to give everything that they have in these playoffs. And it was a beautiful thing to see. So I'm proud of this team. And we're going into Toronto. We don't have Matisse, but I say no Matisse, no problem. I don't really feel like he's been a big factor in this series anyway, when you think about it. And I think we go into Toronto, we handle the business. And I was saying that we would probably split in Toronto, but I actually think we win the game tonight. And if we win the game tonight, then I think it's a sweep. But it's going to be interesting to see how our guys play in the arena, you know, with the Toronto fans and Drake sitting there and whatnot. But I have full confidence in this team that, you know, we're going to, you know, win this series. And, you know, I'm trying to be realistic about everything. And I know that, you know, we do have the home court advantage. And it is round one. So, you know, this is the expectation, and not to get so overly excited about things, but I'm enjoying just watching this team just kind of gel and just grow. And I feel like, you know, we're just going to take it a game at a time, a series at a time. And Danny Green even said the series doesn't really start until a team wins a game on the road. And he's absolutely right. And I think we get that win tonight. And if we win tonight, it's a wrap. I think we sweep this team. It's funny because I started out saying Sixers in 6. I went to Sixers in 5. Now I'm saying it's going to be a sweep if we win tonight, and Sixers in 4. So I need everybody to put out that positive energy and clap your hands for Philadelphia 76ers. Let's go Sixers.